On July 15, 1934, at around 8 am, John Roch was on his farm in Rocky Mountain of Alberta, Canada, with his 2-year-old daughter Evelyn. John told Evelyn to stay in the barn until he returns from attending to the cows. When he came back, Evelyn was gone. Family and neighbors started searching for her until night, and when they couldn't find her, they contacted the police. On July 16, 24 hours after Evelyn disappeared, there were around 150 volunteers searching around Roch's farm, but didn't find anything. The next day, more people showed up, and there were more than 1,000 volunteers searching miles all around the farm. At around 11 am, almost 50 hours after Evelyn disappeared, searchers were working at a wet, damp bank near a local slough and found Evelyn. They found her 1.5 miles from her home. The founder said she was crying bitterly when they found her. She wasn't suffering any injury, thirst, or hunger when she was found. She was unable to explain what had happened to her during the 2 hot days and 2 cold nights that she was lost. When the searchers found her, they said she was crying fanatically. Children don't cry intensely for days continuously. Could it be that Evelyn's circumstances was changed, and that's why she started crying fanatically? Also, there were hundreds of searchers all around her for 2 days, and they had searched the same place multiple times before finding her with no avail. Searchers would have heard her crying if she was in the area. We will never know what really happened to Evelyn in the Rocky Mountains of Alberta. On November 9, 1957, 55-year-old Herman Younger Huys decided to go hunting with 2 of his friends in the area of Monty Loch, 25 miles southeast of Kamloops in British Columbia of Canada. The three decided to split up and meet at their car at a designated time. The 2 friends met each other at their car, but Herman was nowhere to show up. They started searching area, and when they couldn't find him, they called Royal Canadian Mounted Police. A volunteer search was started that lasted for 6 days. There were around 50 searchers, supported by a helicopter, tracking dogs and walkie-talkies. The area they were searching had thick vegetation with muddy ground. The search group found nothing. 3 years later, his remain was found by 2 hunters 5.5 miles south of Kamloops, where he was lost, close to a shore. They found his clothes, his rifle, and his skeleton. If he died by the beach, or was close to it at the time of searching, the helicopter should have seen him. He also had his rifle with him. Why didn't he fire 3 shots so other people would come to help? It's known when a hunter fires 3 shots, he's in need of help. Why didn't the canines pick up his scent? There are too many mysteries involved with this case. On December 5, 2005, Matthew was in Chicago staying at the Sheraton Chicago Hotel. This is a hotel that another person went missing under suspicious circumstances just a few years ago before this incident. At the time, Matthew was 31 years old and worked as a manager in an insurance industry software group. His wife was 4 months pregnant when Matthew went missing. In the morning, Matthew was supposed to be at a meeting with some co-workers that he never showed up. Hotel security cameras picked up his video of going outside the hotel at 7:49 am in the morning. Matthew had a habit of calling his mother and wife every day, but he didn't do it on that day. The police was notified, and they started searching for Matthew the following day, and it continued for 2 weeks. The police put divers in the Chicago River and used sonar to locate him. Sonar is a sound wave the police use in the water to get a read of the body. But they found nothing for 2 weeks. On December 20th, 15 days after Matthew went missing, a sanitation employee was working close to the Chicago River when he saw the body of Matthew floating on the river. The police was notified and the body was recovered. They did medical examination on the body and determined the cause of dying was drowning. But there was no criminal activity on the body or signs of violence. The location he went missing was in downtown and was busy. How come nobody saw him getting into the river? He was found 2 miles from his hotel that he was staying at, and the location he was found was searched previously by the police. How come the police didn't see anything? We will never know what really happened to Matthew Somakis on December of 2005.